Welcome to the Thea Lee podcast. It is January 13th, 2026, and we are continuing on day 13 of our reading through the Bible. Today we pick up with the descendants of Esau. Now, if you remember, Esau married two young Canaanite women, Adah and Oholibamah, and then he realized that his parents did not like his Canaanite wives. So he went and married his cousin Basemath, that was the daughter of his uncle Ishmael. Esau's sons were Eliphaz, Reuel, Jeush, Jalam, and Korah. Please forgive me, because I am pretty sure that I did not pronounce any of those names correctly. It says next that when Jacob returned, Esau ended up taking all of his family, his wives, children, his household, along with all of the livestock and wealth that he had acquired in Canaan, and he moved away from his brother Jacob, simply because the land could not support both of their households. So at this point, Jacob and Esau are both very, very wealthy. And if you know anything about agriculture, you know that you have to have so many acres per so many animals, and the land simply just could not support both of them. So he took his household and he went to the hill country of Seir. Now after this, it lists Esau's descendants. Esau was also known as Edom, so his descendants are known as the Edomites. And it literally lists from his sons, and then it lists his sons and their sons, and on and on. And I'm not even going to attempt to read them because I know that I cannot pronounce them correctly. So if this is something, if you are a person who is interested in studying bloodlines and then where these bloodlines traveled and the clans that they created, this is Genesis 36. So please go in and read through all of the names. For this podcast, I'm not going to attempt it. But I do think that it is really, really interesting to understand that the things that God was trying to do or had promised to do through this family, he is doing. Obviously, they are becoming many in number and they have many clans and they are going and settling different places. It also, at the end of this chapter, it lists the rulers of Edom. So they had kings long before Israel did. So it lists the different families and fathers and sons that were the rulers or kings of Edom. So again, I invite you to read this chapter of Genesis 36. If you do want to read through all of those family lines, we will see if this ends up being my shortest podcast of the year. But thank you so much for listening, and we will talk again tomorrow.